All right, well, today's race winner, Chase Sexton, an incredible freaking day, man. The crowd was just, it was unbelievable to watch you go from worst to first. Just take us through the race today, and then I'll ask you one question. We'll be over with this and let you go home.
Yeah, pretty unbelievable. Second moto. I haven't really had it sink in yet. I don't know how many times it's been done going from last to first, especially in the dry.
Even Stewart was like flabbergasted. He's like, he just went from last to first. Oh my God. So
yeah, I really don't even know what to say. It was a pretty special race, obviously, and one I'll probably never forget. But I think today was like the start of something hopefully really good, and I feel good on the bike, much better than last week, and yeah, just need to work on starts. But today was really special, going 1-1, and the way I did it second moto was pretty crazy and something that will be very special to me.
Yeah, so the sport is obviously as mental as it is physical. Yeah. So do you think today was a big enough shot in the arm for you to kind of get riled up? And you know you're the fastest now. Is this what you needed?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely nice. I haven't won an outdoor moto in probably since 2022. So it really was cool to get a moto win and then also winning the overall. It definitely is a confidence booster and something that I can kind of go into this next week and go back to work and come out swinging next weekend.
Well, you're feeling good. You're doing good. It's all going great, man. Good luck next weekend. Thanks. All right, we're with Honda HRC's Lars Lindstrom. It's been an up and down day for you, man. You had Hunter doing another fantastic day, then Jet's injury, and then 250s. Hymas having another incredible day, and Joe still struggling. So take us through your entire day from a team perspective.
Yeah, up and down day for sure. Obviously, we started off really good qualifying. Jet with being top 3 fastest times overall, and then with the crash in the first moto, that set us back quite a bit. But luckily, he's in one piece, and he's going to live to fight another day. So we'll work with him this week, and then try to improve the bike a little bit for him and Hunter. Hunter, another second overall, which is great, but I still think that he's hungry for more. And the second moto, he wasn't very happy with maybe probably more so that the bike kind of held him back, I think. But he's also learning the class, which is a tough class.
That's expected.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's expected. But yeah, Chase Hymas has been absolutely crushing it. Really, really fun to see him finally, getting the experience now, coming into the season with some experience. He doesn't have a lot of races under his belt, so can't really expect him to set the world on fire when those guys out there with tons more experience.
Oh yeah,
they're all quick. So really fun to see him get going. And then Joe getting 5th overall today was an improvement. Made some big bike changes this week with him, the direction that he was asking to go. So still have some work to do, especially racecraft wise in the beginning of the race. But the cool thing about Joe is that he's strong. He's in really good shape, and he doesn't really fade. He gets arm pump, and so it's really cool to know that your guy is going to be able to be fit enough to not fade.
Yeah.
So yeah, right now I'm really happy with all our guys, and never going to stop working. Obviously, we got a lot of work to do if we want to win this summer. So yeah, we'll just keep plugging away.
I'm going to ask you a question that I'm sure everyone's wondering. How is Jet doing? Can you give us any details on what's wrong with him? It looked like he was limping a little, his leg, maybe his knee. Can you give us just some details or no?
Yeah. Basically with Jet, we got lucky, and he got basically a contusion in the right thigh from his foot peg, basically digging into it. So he's got a pretty good cut there. Didn't require surgery. Didn't require stitches. But he was able to get cleaned up, and luckily Doc G's the best, so he was able to get him patched up and ready for the next moto. But that crash was a pretty violent crash, so I think he beat his body up pretty damn good, and he just was good there for a while. Ripped a great start from the outside, and then felt good. He was in second, and maybe looked like he was going to be able to start charging towards AP, and then he just ran out of. His body just kind of gave up and said, "No, not today."
Yeah.
So anyways, really happy that it wasn't worse, and I think it's going to be super exciting for everyone to watch this summer and see if we can catch up to Chase and battle.
Yeah, now from where I was standing, I couldn't see Jet's full crash. I just saw him land. So what caused it exactly? I heard maybe there was a kicker, or they changed the face of the jump or something. Can you give us some details on that?
Yeah, it was kind of a double and then the triple, and he was the only one I think doing that in practice. And then they shaved down the takeoff so that the guys could do that. And I think he knew that it was there, but I think he still thought he could do it. And so the first lap, he had a lot of confidence and he went for it and just landed in a bunch of braking bumps basically, and got ejected off the bike. And so, anyways, that's basically what happened. That violent crash kind of beat him up quite a bit. So luckily, like I said, we're in one piece. We'll come back next week.
Yeah, another incredible weekend for Honda HRC. I got one final question for you. Those Honda HRC shoes, man.
Yeah.
How do I get me some of them? I got Hondas back at home. I love Honda. How can I get me some of them shoes, man?
I think we're working on some licensing deals right now, so hopefully they'll be available to buy soon.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be available through Honda. There'll be some advertising for it, for sure.
Perfect. Well, I'll have to get me some. Again, thanks for doing this, and good luck to all your guys. You're doing great. First of all, I got to say I love your hair again, man. I know everyone's been saying that, but it's awesome. Another solid day, just a little bit off pace, but what do you think it's going to need to take to get up to that next level that like Deegan and Vial has been at, especially today?
Just a different track. I think I was just a little bit off here, so yeah, just going to Colorado. I've won motos there, done well, so I think last year I got 12th here, so it was honestly an improvement for me. But yeah, just ready to get out of California and get on some different dirt.
Yeah, so you're just not a California guy. That's basically the answer.
Yeah, I would say so. Not really. I haven't had great results at Hero Paula, so.
Yeah, I did want to ask you one more question. So Deegan's comments last week and his mechanics comments saying like you were getting tired and stuff. Did that get at you any? Like, is that a mind game, or are you kind of angry at them, or do you just go whatever, say what you want to say?
Yeah, I don't really know what that's. I think it is just they're trying to get in my head or whatever, but. I don't know. We all work pretty hard, so I feel like if you've made it this far, I don't really think you can play too many mind games. We all do the work. I trained with Hayden last year, and everybody has bad days, and I've seen him have bad days too. So yeah, it is what it is, and I like good, respectful racing, and we all are out there, and we want to win really bad. So
yeah.
I also get that. Every little advantage you can have, I guess helps, but. We'll see. It should be fun.
Other than that, everything's good. Fitness, bike, you're loving it?
Yeah, I am for sure. We did some changes today, and I think they helped a little for this kind of track. But yeah, I go back to Florida here soon, and I'm looking forward to that.
No, it's good to hear. Good luck. All right, we're here with Jalek Swoll. Not the day you wanted, I'm sure, but you were consistent. So take us through your day and how it went.
Yeah, could have been a lot better with better starts, I think. Moto 1 was kind of just a little lackluster, to be honest. Not so good lines. Kind of went backwards in the first few laps, and then had to regroup and then pass all the guys that passed me, to be honest. And I got up to 6th and then went down, which was a bummer because it was like a lap or two to go. It wasn't my fault. Another rider went down in front of me, but it is what it is. Better start keeps me out of those situations, and yeah, I mean it's all good. Second moto was riding okay, just didn't really have it at the end, which is fine. I'll get better. One positive, the bike handled a lot better this round. If I would have got the same starts that I had in Paula, I think we could have been up there. But yeah, we're learning, we're getting there. I think 6th overall in points, 1 point out of 5th. I'll take it. If we can stay pretty close to that top 5 or in that top 5, leaving these first 3 rounds, when we get east, I think I'll start climbing back up those charts.
Yeah. So is there a problem switching from Supercross to motocross for you? Like, are you more comfortable on Supercross than motocross, or because you had some really good rides in Supercross, and it seems like you're struggling a little bit as we enter the season. Is there anything specific, or you just don't like California tracks, or what is it?
Yeah, I'm a Florida kid, so I never did California tracks growing up.
So you like sand, not this concrete?
Sand, soft dirt, that kind of stuff. But I mean, it's no excuse. These guys are fast.
Yep.
These Cali kids are fast on these tracks, and we're fairly competitive. I think we got some work to do, to bridge that gap from like a 5th place guy to the podium kind of guy. I feel like my speed has been pretty much like 5th through 4th or 6th through 4th. Some things, within the moto might prevent me from being 5th or whatever every moto, but with better starts, I think I'd be P5 each moto today. So It is what it is. Speed-wise, I know we're not too far off, and I think when we start to make those small gains, we'll be contending for those podiums. And I think it starts with in the East Coast, but yeah, no excuses. We'll get better as we go.
Yeah, just staying consistent, rack up them points, and move on.
Yeah.
Good luck, man. All right, we're here with Ty Masterpool. Since the last time I talked to you, a lot has changed. I last talked to you at Dilla, and everything's changed from you. 450, 250, factory team, satellite, a lot's changed. How's it been going for you, man?
Yeah, very good. Loving the bike, and yeah, just biggest thing, just getting used to it and taking my time with that. But no, just looking forward to going to East Coast and all that. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah, the results aren't showing it, but from what I saw, you look comfortable.
Yeah, definitely getting comfortable. Bike's feeling good. Very good first moto.
Yep.
I pretty much came from like 30th, I think, to like 6th place.
Yeah.
So that one was good, and then, but unfortunately, I just kind of popped my rib out in that one, and then got it reset. But then second moto, I was running a good pace, and then it just came back out, and it was very hard to push through that.
So you actually kind of got injured a little bit from that?
No, not bad. Just popped the rib out in the back, but yeah, we're good.
So you think that was the cause for the depletion in second moto? You started off great, and then it was like,
I felt like I had the speed. Felt like I actually had quite a bit more speed, but I was like, long moto, just going to be good. I was like, I don't want to be one of those guys fading.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was one of those guys fading.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, looking forward to it. It's going to be good.
Other than that,
later on.
anything else wrong? Fitness, the bike, is everything comfortable so far?
Oh yeah, it's all good. Just biggest thing, just kind of getting used to everything, and like yeah, it's good.
Do you wish you could ride 450s? I just had to ask that because you did so good in the 450s, man, and it kind of feels like not a demotion. You understand what I'm saying? Going from battling for a podium at Thunder Valley to you're trying to rebuild your career, kind of seems like.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was feeling really good last year. Kind of struggled with suspension all year because we had no time testing, and this year I was feeling really good with the suspension. Bike was really good, but when Mitch Payton calls, can't give up that.
You can't turn that one down.
Oh yeah, no, very happy, and yeah, it's the team who I want to be with. So yeah.
One final question: Where would you say your goal is to finish towards the end of the year? Where do you think you should be placing in the pack?
First place.
First, okay.
That's the goal. I mean, big thing. I want to be here just to participate. I believe I can be the best. So yeah, just need to work and put in that. So. Yeah, biggest thing, but biggest thing is me versus me and all that, and let the results fall.
Well, you've proven you can be a top guy, so just go out there and do it, man. All right, we're here with Chance Hymas. What an incredible start to the year, man. I mean, you went from basically your rookie season halfway through it, you didn't get to finish it all, to now a refresh, restart, and your goals went from, hey, let's just learn to I can get a podium, I can be a winner. And that's incredible, man. You really shifted the goalposts. How do you feel?
Yeah, thank you about it. I'm really stoked about where I'm at right now. I feel like I'm progressing really good. The team is working really hard. I'm in a good position right now. I'm trying to learn as much as I can and just keep doing what I'm doing. Consistency is my biggest goal right now. And just if I have to get 4th overall every weekend, I'll do it. I need to keep up there and start up like I did this weekend. But, yeah, I'm just really stoked with where I'm at right now.
Yeah, that'll add up in the end, man. But what do you think changed from last year to this year? I mean, obviously you didn't have much time in the first place on the bike, but was there anything specific that changed? Training program, bike settings, anything?
Mainly just experience. It's tough when you get thrown in the deep end, you're trying to figure out how to swim, So, yeah, just more races under my belt, learning the ways, and learn how to manage the nerves, and trying to just be more strategic about it each weekend, and accomplish little goals here and there that I put in place. So that's over time you figure some things out, and you got little tricks up your sleeve here and there. So no, it's good. Over time you try to figure out how to adapt and overcome little things. So about the biggest thing I feel like is just trying to just be a sponge and soak everything up.
Yeah. Speaking of that,
try to learn as much as I can.
Yeah, you are training with the Lawrence brothers, correct?
Yep.
So that is a lot of talent to absorb, man. So is there anything you've taken away, any key things, or no? Just
of course, a lot of key things. That's between me and them.
Oh yeah, you gotta hide that. But
that's
either way,
little secret.
Yeah, you're gaining a lot of experience with them, though. That's great to see. Other than that, is there anything specific you can pinpoint that you need to switch, change? Fitness is good.
Yeah, I mean, fitness is good. Bike's great. Just working on little things here and there. Try a little bit of the suspension change throughout the moto. See if we can swing and hit the ball for a home run and miss. So, just that's part of the winning process. Sometimes you gotta take those chances and see what it gets you. So, that's other than that, I think just go back to what I was running, go back to base, and just keep doing what I'm doing. That seems to be working right now. So why?
Yeah.
Don't need to reinvent the wheel right now.
Yep, like you said, absorb all that talent and information and carry forward. You're doing great, man. I can see you being a regular podium guy here soon. We're here with Freddie Noren. The first thing I got to say, man, is do you ever get sick of being a top 10 guy? It's so consistent, man. Every time I've talked to you, you've been top 10 guy. You're so good. You just stay consistent the whole time, just a little bit off from the next level.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, consistency is key, right? You don't have to win all the races to win a championship. Not saying I'm battling for a championship, but no, I mean, consistency is key. I'm definitely I'm happy, you know, I feel like I need and should be inside the top 10, but I definitely want to get kind of to that next little level. I was 9th overall today, which is good. That was within my goal to be between 6 and 9, so it's good. But I feel like there's more for me, and also more in for the team as far as the development. I mean, it's the first year that this team, Matt Parsons, Kawasaki, is racing outdoors, so there's a lot of learning for them and for me as well. I feel like we have a great base package, and as we kind of pick off the rounds and do a little more testing, we're going to start inching on that lower group, you know, Labarsha and Dylan and Mookie and those guys. So really want to beat them. Just got to be a little bit better.
Yeah, I think you can. So last time I spoke to you, you were on Suzuki. This year, Kawasaki. Obviously, you got a lot of time under your belt on a Kawasaki, but how's the switch been overall?
Yeah, no, it's been really good, and like I said, the whole Matt Parsons Kawasaki race team is awesome. I worked for them in Supercross. Like I said, this is the first year they're doing outdoors, so that transition has been easier in a sense because I don't have to jump from one bike to the other, a new group of people to another group of people. And I'm really happy with where I'm at. Like, I love these guys; they're awesome. They got my back, and you know, they're committed and very enthused to be better, which, you know, I am as well. So it's a good environment for everyone. But yeah, overall it's just been easier coming in this year. Even though we, you know, like everyone else, you have like 2 or 3 days on outdoors before you go race. But yeah.
Yeah. So as I was watching you out there, you were really impressive. I was watching your lap times, and you were pretty similar to those top 5 guys. Actually, you beat them a couple times, I think. But what do you think is actually holding you back? Is it just staying consistent lap after lap, or something with the bike fitness?
Yeah, like you said, today, my lap times have been there. Actually, I think Moto 1, I had a better lap time than I finished, as far as position, so I should have been better. Same with Moto 2. So it's a little bit more of that closing in on that range, not letting my bad laps be as bad as they are, and kind of staying a little bit more consistent. And I think, as we work on the bike a little bit more, and myself just getting to ride more, I think we can kind of inch in a tiny bit. I mean, it's so minimal as far as, being better to kind of break into that. So just small tiny changes.
Either way, it's super impressive to see you guys first year doing outdoors, out there battling with them like that. It's insane. So we expect a lot from you, Freddie. We know you can do it, so go out there and get it done this summer, man.
Thank you.
All right, we're with Honda HRC's Joe Shimoda. Tell us how your day went. You've obviously had some inconsistency and some struggles, but what can you take away from today?
All I can say is better than last weekend. Just the riding wise, I felt more comfortable today, so moving in the right direction.
Is there anything specific that's holding you back, or just trying to get comfortable, trying to get fit? Anything specific?
It's always not the one thing. It's like you have to look at the whole picture,
Yeah. You got to put all the pieces in order.
Yeah. So sometimes the thing I thought is gonna work didn't work. I'm trying so much things, but still haven't really figured out and ride how I want to.
Yes.
So still a lot of work left. But I mean, 5th overall today. It's just tiny bit, better than last weekend. And we have 18 races.
Oh yeah, you got plenty of time, man.
I mean, from a championship standing point, it sucks, but first I gotta go out there, get a podium and go win. So yeah, let's do that first.
Yeah. So obviously, last time I spoke to you, you don't remember, but Ironman, you won, and now it's like a big shift, man. So, are you struggling with the bike? Anything specific that you can tell me, or no? I know you're not going to, but is there anything specific?
I would love to tell you, but
not allowed to.
Nah, it's okay.
Yeah. So, just learn, move on, build up them points. That's basically it.
Yeah.
All right.
Take race by race, you know.
Yep. We've seen your speed on the Honda, though. Everyone was saying, oh, we switched spikes, he shouldn't have, but in Supercross, you had some fantastic rides, so it's not the bike. You just have to put all the pieces together, like you said, and I think you'll do good.
Just, I think, it takes time for me, and we're all trying, you know. At the end of the day, it's not like we're not putting in the work. I don't know how many days I spent, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., actually 7 p.m. on the test days, and we're trying, but sometimes it just takes time.
Yeah. Well, we know you'll get it. You'll be on the podium again, and good luck to you in the future. All right, we're here with Grant Harlan. Man, after last year, we have high expectations for you coming into this year. You're just outside the top 10, but still something to build on, and that's fantastic. Overall, how's your year going so far, and how was today's race?
Definitely getting better. Started Supercross, kind of like less than a month on the bike. Struggled pretty bad.
Yeah.
Kind of got a little bit better towards the end of the year. It's tough to come into Supercross unprepared, not really have much, time on bike setup and everything. So I was kind of just scared a little bit. So I'm kind of happy getting back into outdoors, a little bit more comfortable. Last weekend was okay. This weekend quite a bit better. Got 2 good starts and kind of just stayed up front.
A lot of people don't remember, but Motocross of Nations, you got a huge injury. So people kind of just say, oh, he did good last year, he's doing good again this year. Dude, to come off, what was it, femur? Broken femur?
Broken hip.
Broken hip? That's insane, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it still bothers me.
Yeah.
Right now, I feel it.
A lot of people forget about that, and then they go, oh, he's just a little bit off. I don't know what's wrong with him. Well, after having no preparation and that injury, it's insane. So do you have any expectations to build as we go through the year, or is it bothering you?
Not when I ride. It's more just, off the bike stuff. I can still do all my training on the bike, off the bike. It's more just like, you get done with a long week and, you feel it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of a year or 2 recovery kind of thing. So it's getting better. It doesn't bother me riding, so I'm not too worried about it. But
so it's not the injury that's holding you back per se, it's just the lack of preparation for the year.
Yeah, so like I said, I came into Supercross with not enough riding time, and honestly, I probably should either come back a little bit later or just not came back for Supercross. But I made a couple mains, scored some points, helped for SMX, which with this field right now, it's going to be tough to get in that top 20. But hopefully those points I scored in Supercross help me out there. But in terms of goals for the rest of the year, I don't know if we'll have 11, 12 days like this every weekend.
Yeah.
But I'd like to be in that top 15. Anywhere from 10 to 15, and if we can crack a top 10 here and there, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, obviously you did pretty good in SMX last year too. You made some good money last year. It was a good year for you.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the only year I've made money racing dirt bikes.
Yeah,
so.
That's fantastic to hear. So, nothing really changed this year? You stayed on the same team. Nothing really changed. Does that help you?
A little bit. I'm more familiar with the bike, although, Supercross and motocross, I've gone to completely different setups.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if it helped any, but I mean, I got to think it helped a little bit.
Yeah.
Being comfortable with everyone on the team. Obviously, the chassis hasn't changed, so that is one positive. So.
All right. So, leg injury or hip injury is good. You just got to learn the bike. Where would you say you would want to see yourself finishing at the end of the year? Because you're already about top 10.
I mean, I'd like to be kind of in this same area. If, like I said, if we can battle for top 10s, get a couple here and there, I'd be cool with that. If we're 10 to 15, I'd be cool with that too. We got a couple more guys racing this year than we did last year.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Day like today's pretty good in my eyes.
Yeah. The field's deeper, and that makes your finish even more impressive, man.
Yep.
Thanks so much, and I can see you being a top 10 guy all year. Good luck. All right, since I don't know where you actually finished, and neither do you fully because they took away our results sheet, just tell us how your weekend went, and we can go from there, man.
It was a rough one this weekend. Not as good as the starter, the opener round, but got out there and put it in the motos and rode hard. Struggled a bit, but ended up that last moto finding a little bit of speed and making some passes late in the race, so that felt good. But didn't make it in the points today. So we'll be digging next weekend. Hopefully points for motos.
Where did you finish last weekend?
Last weekend I went 27-19.
So you're a little
Points in the
off, but
second one.
still, yeah.
Yeah.
So points is your goal for the year. Was that what you say?
Yeah, no, I definitely want to keep chipping away. Definitely got more in the tank, but as we're getting the bike settled in and getting used to the old 450, should be good.
Is there any struggle switching to the 450 or no?
A little bit of a struggle for me once, because this ride for me came a little bit late. I was Supercross only, but fortunately these guys gave me a spot for the outdoors. It just only gave me limited time to get the bike ready.
So you're scrambling.
Yeah, so I had just a few days on the 450 before we race at Paula, so we're still getting suspension dialed in for me and working on settings, but the team's been doing a great job, and I'm just stoked to be here with them.
So you wouldn't say points isn't necessarily your goal. You probably have a bigger goal than that.
Yeah, no, we're definitely, but you know, you just got to keep working into it. So I made points at round 1. Now I need to make points both motos, then drop into the 15s, and then you know, just after we chip one off, just on to the next. So just want to build every race and just keep getting better.
Yep. And as you build, where would you say you'd want to see yourself at the end of the year, points-wise? Staying consistent, building. Is there any specific goal you have for the end of the year, or are you just going with it since you're switching?
I definitely want to get enough points to get into the Super Motocross. Just give myself a shot at getting into those main events. But as far as like per race, I mean, it'd be really good. I was just around that top 10 spot last year. I should have had it, but missed it a few times. So yeah, work through the season and then get myself into that top 10 and you know, get some good starts and start chipping away. Just like I said, one goal at a time. So by the end of the year, I'd like to be around that top 10 spot.
Yeah. Well, since you started late, we don't have super high expectations for you right off the bat, but later in the year, we will have higher expectations, man. You know you can go and do it. Just get out there, rack up some motos, and get it done, man. Thanks so much.
Thank you.